Okay, and so this is the last video related to this data controls. The last control I'm going to show you here is the data list. Now, we have customer list here, so I'm going to be able to list these customers in here, and I'll show you the different ways that we can list these customers. All right. So if we go back to the website and click on the page customer list, and let's look at these toolbox, the data toolbox. Do you see that data toolbox? One of them is data list. You see that? So if I click on this and drag it in here, right now there is no data source. So we need to create a data source. So I'm going to delete this guy first. And let's add the data source. Again, this data source, we need to configure it. And again, it is, I'm going to select that connection string because it's already here. Click on next. I select the table, which is customer. In this data source, I'm not doing edit and delete all of this. All I'm doing is just simply displaying information. I want, this could be like your catalog. If you have a list of your product and you wanted to show it to the customers, you just simply create a view for them to be able to view this catalog. So I don't need to do insert, update, delete. I need to be able to sort by. Now, the sort by, you have different fields. Now, let's say you have a catalog, and then you want to be able to sort by, for example, the price. You know, sometimes you buy tickets, you buy some things, and you want it to be able to sort by the price first, the highest price or the smallest price first. So if this was a catalog and I have a price item here, I can select that price. So it will be sorted from this cheapest to the more expensive. Or if you wanted to select, for example, a brand name, okay, so you can sort it by the brand name. All right, so you could do that all in here. But since we don't have any of that, I'm going to just simply sort it by the customer name. Simply you click on OK and finish. I'm going to select all the fields. Okay, now here we say we can select all the fields. Maybe I don't need to show the ID for the, as a customer, I don't care about the ID. All right, so you can actually just simply select the fields that you want to display in here, whatever field you wanted to display. All right, and then you click on next, finish. So I got my data source. Now I can use this data list. I will configure the SQL source. Notice it looks different than the previous ones. So, what does it look like? It looks like one record after the other record, one record after the other record, right? You can edit this template. For example, you can click in here. Again, same thing you've done before. You can edit the auto format. You can select different formats. So it will tell you, it'll be different. And notice one, it'll alternate different colors. All right. Like this maybe would fit our theme. And then you hit apply, hit OK. Now, when you run it, this is how it looks like. If you have more records, it will list it as a list. You go up and down. Now, obviously the link, here it doesn't look as good. I mean, I don't think you want to provide a website to your client that looks that way. So you need to be able to edit these templates. And how would you edit these templates? All right. Before we do that, I'll show you, let's add an image to this list because you want to be able to show the product too, right? How we add an image to this template. Okay. The first thing you can do is that you see here, it says, when you click on this, you say edit template. All right. Now you can edit put the fields that you want in here. And you can change the field values that you want. Now, even if you don't like the display, maybe you want to organize the display, you can put your data in a table so it looks neater. But to do that, it's not as easy as you can do it here. The way you would do it, you will go to the source, and then you have all your field in the source in here. Here's my source. Here's like, this is a label, and here is the text value. Okay, this is the value will come from the database, but these are my database elements, and this is what you'll see as a customer. Customer phone label, this is their ID, right? And this is their values in here, all right? Customer phone. Instead of that, you can change it to whatever you want. You can change the layout. You can put a table and put this value inside of a table, so it looks more structured, all right? So I'm not gonna do that for you. You will be able to do it, all right? So you can organize it going back into the source code and make it the way you want it to be, all right? The other thing that you can do is that you can go back to the design and let's add an image here, just like we did with the other one. So I can click on your standard database and then drag an image in here. And again, I can make this image. If we don't change the size of it, it actually does what? It will be actually, it will be the original size and it will cover the whole thing. You don't want that, all right? So now I need to edit the data binding for this image. Again, you go back in here and then you select the field that contains your image path. Here is my image. And then I just simply click on OK. All right. That's all you have to do to create a data list. Now, if you click on OK, here is my website with all the images, with all the records. All right. So that is how you create a data list and configure the data list. You can do a lot more with this, and you need to try it yourself. All right. So in your project, you're asked to create a catalog. This one way to create a catalog. All right. We are done for the day. Okay.